Outlook search is extremely easy using Archive Manager. You can search transparently directly from Outlook, whichever version you're using up to Outlook 2010. Here we're just going to have a quick look in the back end, so in the admin console, how we actually set up search or the search functionality for each end user. You can do it by group, you can do it by user, you can do it by department, or you can set it up globally, which is what I'm doing here. Here we're setting up full text search and offline support. So those buttons will now appear in the Outlook client. We have all these other permissions that you could allow should you need to add those additional settings for the end users. But right now we're just going to give them these two. Do a quick refresh now. Go back to the Outlook client, quick reconnect, done. There we are. So now we've got search and we've got offline folder sync, which we'll present in a different demonstration. But right now, let's focus on the search capabilities of Archive Manager. So we're searching physically in the archive for what has already been archived. So let's say messages, emails, attachments, etc. Here's an example of things that have already been archived. These are messages here, and here's an attachment that is physically sitting in the archive. So we're going to do a quick search over that now and show you what that looks like as far as searching and displaying attachments is concerned. So let's take a word, precedence. Let's just mark that, close that. So remember, this attachment is in the archive. It's not sitting on Exchange, it's physically sitting in the archive. So we're going to search through the archive now, and here we are. 17 messages are found. Obviously 17 cases where those attachments are found with that specific word inside, and of course the same thing goes for emails. It will also search over emails for the word precedence and present those as well. But again, for presentation purposes, we're just searching inside those attachments which have the word precedence. Let's take another example here, designated. Close it down again, and just simple as this, search. There we go, 20 messages found now where designated is found either in the email or in this case in the attachment. If we just dig a little deeper here, inside here, and again we come back to the attachment that we were looking at before where we know for sure the word designated is. Alright, let's just close that down now and take a look at something a little bit different, and that's a more advanced search. So just by pressing the plus icon there, we've opened up a more advanced search, and here we can search from subject, who it came from, who it was sent to, and other options, date, etc. We'll take a look at in a second. Let's just straighten that up a little bit, just to get it into the screen. Okay, let's search for a word now, or let's take a look at the search criteria. So there's more advanced options here. If we check that box as well, and now we can see the field, who received, parent folder, message class, creation date, these types of things. And again, if it came on or before a certain date or after a certain date, here we can layer these types of searches as well. So let's put our word designated in there again. We're shown 20 messages as we were before, but now we'll filter it and say, okay, I'd like to know if it came on a specific date, in this case Wednesday, February the 6th, and there we go. It's pinpointed now exactly that email with that attachment based on that word search, and it even shows the attachment name, when it was archived, when it was received, and how many versions there also are of that specific email. Of course, the other thing we can do is access, or you can still continue to search using Outlook search. That will not change. It's called a live search. You can search directly using Outlook as you would do normally, and it'll still search over the body text, which is of course still there in the preview pane, and it will even search over the titles of the attachments that are left behind as links. So the only difference then, again, remember, once it's actually been archived, then of course the archive search will search in those attachments sitting in the archive, and Microsoft Search will still be able to search in the body text.